What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Flex Money back with another video. Today we got the night LeBron became exactly what the NBA feared. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. Everything you need to know about me is in the link down below. My Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, all that is in the link down below. The night GOAT, the greatest basketball player of all time, LeBron James, became exactly the NBA fear. I just had to redo it. No, feel me, no different. But yeah, man. Yeah, let's get to the video. Enough yapping. I did too much yapping already.
Game 5 of the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals. A 22-year-old LeBron James saved the Cavs' season. An and one. A monster dunk to take the lead. Another blow by
25.
Slam to tie the game. And finally, double overtime. A drive, a bucket, and a win that changed everything. LeBron had just scored the Cavs' last 25 points, an NBA record. He went from a promising star to the potential GOAT. But what if I told you this game was the worst thing that ever happened to him? But how? The Cavs would win Game 6 and reach the NBA Finals. LeBron was succeeding at a higher level than we had ever expected from him, and that was saying a lot. Before his rookie season had begun, Bob Costas asked LeBron,
"How does it feel to know that if you're not eventually a first-rank Hall of Famer, a lot of people will say you were a bust or overhyped?"
Michael Jordan did not win his first playoff series until he was 24. Jordan didn't make the finals until he was 27. So 22-year-old LeBron was actually surpassing the insane expectations that people had for him. But winning this quickly would take a toll in an unexpected way. The media had labeled LeBron the chosen one. His teammates took exception to this, openly doubting on camera if Bron was worth the hype.
We have better players than him in this position already on our team, bro.
I don't think you can really just bring a high school player in and really just think your team gonna really turn around like that.
LeBron shut them up immediately. The Cavs won 18 more games with Bron on their roster as a 19-year-old finished 9th in MVP voting. But the problem was LeBron didn't want to stand out as a rookie leader. Bron wanted to come in and learn from the vets and then put the work in. Instead, he had to learn how to win without any veteran leadership. He had to put a team on his back that didn't even like him.
Determined to defeat, driven to win. Marines are made for this.
They say higher education is outdated, irrelevant, but at Grand Canyon University, we shatter the status quo. GCU campus students have the opportunity to graduate in less than 4 years, and with less federal and private loan debt.
My fault. All right, let's watch greatness. All right, shut up and watch it like a little good boy. See, I'm fucking up. There we go.
But year 2 showed he was ready to do just that. At 20, LeBron averaged over 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists per game in a much slower era. That same season, he set a then NBA record for youngest player to score 50 points in an NBA game against the Raptors. But even with 56 points, the Cavaliers lost. And even with LeBron making second team All-NBA, the team failed to make the playoffs. Already in his second season, we were getting a glimpse into why scoring 25 straight points just to secure a 2-point win in the playoffs would be a curse. It was already easy to rely on LeBron to carry a team, but even Michael Jordan needed Scottie Pippen to win a championship.
You heard that?
Which is why needed Scottie Pippen on LeBron to carry a team. But even Michael Jordan needed Scottie Pippen to win a championship.
Everybody needs help, man.
Which is why after LeBron's second season, the Cavs made it a huge priority to bring in a star wingman. LeBron's reputation headed into the league was more of a next Magic Johnson type, not a put the team on your back type of scorer. And the Cavs believed they needed that scorer to win a championship. Ray Allen was a free agent, he was on the table, but general manager Danny Ferry thought he was too old. Ray would average over 25 points per game the next 2 seasons. Michael Redd was also a possibility. He also averaged 25 25 points a game in 2006, but the Cavs failed to get him. He went back to the Milwaukee Bucks. Still though, when Bron took the court against the Wizards in the 2006 playoffs, he was now joined in the starting lineup by a player who had led the league with 2.9 steals a game the previous season, who had averaged around 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists a night, who was supposed to be the Robin to his Batman. Only after becoming the highest paid player on the team, Larry Hughes became a massive flop. In 2006, he not only averaged around 7 less points per game, he also went from being named first team all defense in 2005 to never being named any sort of all defense again in his career. Regardless, LeBron pressed on even with a disappointing cast around him. In the 2006 regular season, Bron finished second in the MVP voting and arguably should have been the youngest MVP in NBA history. His only problem was that the 50-win Cavs were a 4 seed.
Niggas have like mad MVPs, bro.
The NBA at the time valued winning above everything when it came to awards. From 1983 to 2015, only 2 MVP winners, 1988 Michael Jordan and 1999 Karl Malone, were on 3 seeds. The rest were on 1 or 2 seeds. So because Steve Nash and the Suns won 4 more games and the Suns were the 2nd seed in the West, Nash held up the MVP award as Bron was forced to wait his turn. But sometimes the voters make mistakes. But before we continue, I'm very excited to thank Viore for sponsoring today's fabric. On the play right now, sign up
Get over the
email.
video.
Playoffs. LeBron the chance to show the world the MVP should have. 2006 playoffs gave LeBron the chance to show the world the MVP should have been his. LeBron was named first team All-NBA. The potential GOAT label was growing, especially after Game 1 versus the Wizards, where LeBron left the court with a 32-point triple-double in his first playoff game and a 1-0 series lead. But the Wizards stole home court advantage. They took Game 2, which meant in Game 3, with under 35 seconds left and no star wingman, the question of who would take over for the Cavs in the clutch was there for a young Bron. His response?
Right here, the left side of the floor is open for James. If you're gonna go, you gotta go right now.
He does. Jeffrey's tied him up. He got it back and put it in.
But Gilbert Arenas,
almost a jump ball situation. 5 seconds coming back. Here's Arenas. Lucky foul.
So again, the ball was in LeBron's hands. All of the pressure in the world
What a
on
pass. That was
him.
beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Fakes right. Goes left. Bends in over Ruffin. He got it to go.
His first playoff game winner in just his 3rd playoff game, along with 41 points and true grown man strength from a 21-year-old. But again, immediately, the Wizards took Game 4 as Gilbert Arenas put up 34 points, which meant, with the series now tied, the Cavs needed LeBron and...
Deflected. Turnover. Butler. Ties it up.
Bron had made a serious blunder, but luckily, it was Larry Hughes' time to shine.
Under 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Hughes makes a move. Stripped. Taken away by Arenas. Arenas attacking.
Yes, Larry Hughes continued to be a disappointment, but with less than 4 seconds left, LeBron still had one more chance.
Washington can live with anyone but LeBron James taking this shot.
I think I've seen this.
James. LeBron does it again.
2 game winners in his first 5 playoff games. LeBron.
That's not clutch. Fuck out of here, bro. Where y'all be making shit up, bro? I ain't gonna, y'all be making stuff up. Why y'all be making shit up, bro?
LeBron was giving us one of the best first playoff experiences we had ever seen. The Cavs only needed 1 more game to clinch the series, and Game 6 came down to this. The Cavaliers up by
and they won by 1, bro. Oh, hell no.
3, and Washington having little to no chance.
And get the ball back. Looking to inbound. Arenas puts up the 3.
To quote Paul George, that's a bad shot. But it went in, and we were in overtime. In OT, LeBron continued to be an absolute unit.
James, the crossover. Once again, the drive. And the foul. Unstoppable going to the basket.
Only the Cavaliers stopped scoring. Now there's only 15.1 seconds left to go, and Gilbert has a chance to make this a 3-point game. At the line, he misses the first end.
And Cleveland still with a timeout remaining.
Now, you have to be smart here now.
Arenas misses both, and Ilgauskas calls timeout.
21-year-old LeBron James actually went to get into Gilbert's head, and it worked.
He said, if you miss these free throws, you know who's going to win it.
Enter Damon Jones, who had played just 4 seconds in Game 5 and 0 in Game 6 before this moment, where he checked in and
right back in the hands of LeBron James. Here's your trap. They get it out of his hands. Hughes, Damon Jones puts it in.
So Damon Jones is horrible. So when he whispers, you know who's gonna hit it. Everybody assumed it was him, and the fact that LeBron even passed him the ball is what hurt the most.
Easily one of the most improbable game winners we have ever seen, but at this point it appeared that LeBron was capable of anything after he took his first playoff series win. He had also averaged over 35 points per game with 7.5 rebounds and 5.7 assists. The next highest scorer on the team was Larry Hughes at just 12.3 points a night. LeBron was learning that he could carry a team by himself, and the Cavs were learning they could rely on him to do just that. In the second round, the Cavs matched up against the top seed in the East, the 64-win Detroit Pistons. Detroit had championship experience, and the Cavs looked overmatched early, losing games 1 and 2, but they stormed back to win 3 games straight, and they had a chance in Game 6. If it wasn't for a complete lack of endgame execution, Cleveland could have pulled a stunning upset. But down 2, the Cavs failed to grab a rebound off of Rasheed Wallace's missed free throw. Then they still had a chance to tie down by 3, but the refs made a questionable foul call on a LeBron drive. LeBron made the first free throw, intentionally missed the second, and the tip-in almost fell but didn't. That was their chance. Detroit's experience shone through in Game 7. The Cavs got held to just 61 points in a blowout, but the seeds for a rivalry had been planted, and LeBron James was making history. LeBron had won his first playoff series 2 years younger than Michael Jordan had been when he won his. A big deal. It was early in his career, but the whispers of next GOAT were picking up. But soon enough, his own success would somehow become the worst thing that ever happened to him. As just 1 season later, the Cavs did take the next step. They swept the Wizards in round 1, swatted away the Nets in 6 games in round 2, and were given the perfect opportunity for revenge against the Detroit Pistons, served up for them in the Eastern Conference Finals. In 2007, LeBron finished 5th in the MVP voting, continuing the start of remarkable consistency as, from 2005 to 2018, LeBron finished top 6 in the MVP voting each and every season. But here's the thing. We've seen with Luka Doncic recently, playing too good too early sets an unrealistic expectation. Your bar, even at the age of 22, is no longer just be great. It becomes win an MVP, win a championship, which is why everyone went crazy after Game 1 when the following 2 plays took place. With the game on the line, LeBron was posting up when he passed out of that post up to Ilgauskas, who missed. But the Cavs got the rebound. Then, though,
James played by Prince. Gives it up. Marshall for 3.
a pass to a wide open Donyell Marshall. If he made the shot, LeBron made the right play, right? But because of 2 things, the media went insane. First, LeBron had just 10 points in this game and had taken just 15 of his team's 86 shots. And second, Donyell Marshall missed, and LeBron looked like he had a makeable layup. Immediately on TNT after the game, both Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson ripped LeBron, saying he needed to take the final shot if he was going to be a true legend. Real GOATs were like Michael Jordan and Kobe. They always took the shot with the game on the line. The narrative had been growing before, but it truly became in this moment. 22-year-old LeBron James was too unselfish. With no true wingman on the roster, he was playing more like Magic when he needed to be more like Mike. The game winners he had to begin his playoff career just 1 season earlier were completely forgotten. And because LeBron was so young, the criticism got to his head. In Game 2, he shot a bit more and scored slightly more, but with the Cavs up by 1, Rasheed Wallace connected on an insane shot, which meant LeBron had the ball with the game on the line. He had a chance to immediately shut up his haters.
Down to 10. Here's LeBron spinning, not able to hit. Cuts to Hughes for the fadeaway. Comes up short. The kick is missed.
This time, LeBron did keep it for himself, but people jumped on him anyway, saying he forced up a bad shot, saying that he choked in the clutch, that the pressure had gotten to him. And many of the great ones learned their hardest lessons in playoff losses. Rookie Kobe Bryant infamously airballed 4 times in the clutch in an elimination game against the Utah Jazz. He came back and became a 5-time champion. LeBron had back-to-back games where people were saying he had choked, but he didn't need a full offseason to learn. LeBron instantly scored 32 points in a must-win Game 3 that they won. Then he led the Cavs to a Game 4 win that tied the series, and we are back to the Game 5 that started this video. The worst thing that could have happened to a young LeBron James. But it came in a very strange form. The appearance of glorious success. Headed into Game 5, All-Star Rip Hamilton remembers thinking, "We thought we were the best defensive team in the NBA." But with the Cavs up by 1 point with just over 5 minutes left, LeBron already had 23 points when he knocked down a mid-range jumper. We know the noise headed in was that he was too much of a passer, but on his 2 savage dunks to tie the game, it was clear his mindset had changed. In overtime, LeBron continued to pour in points, and after an absurd falling away jumper, it looked like he had clinched the game. Rip Hamilton would recall, "We said, there's no way, impossible, that one individual can beat us. Kobe and Shaq couldn't do it. We didn't feel that LeBron could do it either." But LeBron was doing it. In double overtime, LeBron simply could not miss. Another hand in his face, another mid-range jumper. If we needed a heat check, we got it with the Cavs down by 3.
And the second overtime. Look at this shit. Here's James for 3. Yes! And the game is tied at 107.
And of course, we had the game winner. 25 straight points, 29 of the Cavs' last 30. The Cavaliers now had all of the momentum. Game 29.
You say this?
The Cavs last 30. The Cavaliers now had all of the momentum. Game 6 was a blowout, and Rip Hamilton would finish with, "It kind of reminded me of Michael Jordan in 1991. With him, Jordan, going against the Pistons all those years, and the year he got over the hump." Only LeBron was still in year 4. He was still way ahead of schedule, but he was also about to get a wake-up call. The San Antonio Spurs were at their peak with Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. Duncan had already won 3 championships going into the 2007 finals, and San Antonio worked quickly. They took both games 1 and 2, but LeBron had a chance to be a hero in Game 3. When down late,
5.5 remaining. They're out of timeouts. James on the drive, fires a 3. Off the mark as they go up 3-0 in this best-of-7 series. LeBron James talking with Bob Delaney.
LeBron would claim he got fouled on this play, but no call was made. And 1 game later, the Spurs completed the sweep. Again though, LeBron was ahead of schedule. This was only year 4. He had time. Only the Boston Celtics had other plans. They traded for both Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and formed a Big 3 super team that LeBron simply could not get past in 2008. LeBron did all he could. He pushed the Celtics to 7 games. Only his team was not good enough to win. Recently, looking back at this series, Paul Pierce has said the quiet part out loud.
I was a Cavalier and Brown was on the Celtics. We probably wouldn't make the playoffs. I'd have been cringing passing to them.
Paul Pierce was saying this roster was so bad he would cringe passing the ball to them. Only that's not what the media was saying. They didn't care that LeBron had no help. They had seen him drag a team with no other All-Stars on it all the way to the 2000 NBA Finals. They had seen him score 25 straight points. And that insane form of success ended up being the worst thing that could have happened to LeBron because it made the media and it made us truly believe that LeBron
but 2009 probably one of the best top LeBron years.
Did not need any help. It made us believe he wasn't like the rest of the league. And this narrative was shown in the 2009 playoffs. With Kevin Garnett out for Boston, the 66-win Cavs were heavy favorites to make the finals. We were supposed to get a dream Kobe Bryant versus LeBron James matchup. A commercial campaign with Kobe and LeBron as puppets even played throughout the playoffs in anticipation of just that. LeBron was the MVP in 2009, his first time winning the award, and he won MVP. He won 66 games.
He should have been one. Bro should have been MVP. He should have like 3 by now. Like this should have been his 3rd MVP. No bullshit.
With Mo Williams as the 2nd best player on his team. To put this into perspective, Mo Williams was a score-first guard who averaged less than 18 points per game. He was never named an All-Star other than this one season with Cleveland. LeBron was playing yet again without another top 20 player in the league on his roster. But still, even with Mo Williams, Ilgauskas, Delonte West, and Anderson Varejao completing LeBron's starting lineup, there again was LeBron dragging his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. There was LeBron coming through in the clutch in Game 2.
Mo Williams.
Damn, man, we could have got a freaking Kobe and versus Kobe versus Bron in the finals, man.
Will throw in.
I promise you.
Rashard Lewis playing off the ball. Lewis gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer!
But there were the Cavs losing in 6 games. And the story we got, LeBron refused to shake hands after a Game 6 loss. He was a poor sport. He was a baby. We didn't hear that the Cleveland Cavaliers desperately needed to get him a true...
So he's a baby. So he's a baby either way. So if he shake hands with them, talk to them, he's a baby. He walks off. But don't y'all be talking about that mentality when you say when you lose you're not gonna talk to people, but that's what he's doing. So he's a baby for doing that, but you're not. You have a strong mentality when you do it though. I don't get it.
True second star, even though he averaged, wait for it, 38.5 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 8 assists a game in the series versus the Magic. If any of his teammates step up, we remember this as an all-time legendary performance. But instead, LeBron was labeled a poor sport who wasn't cutting it. If any of us were LeBron James at this point in time, would we want to stick around and continue to get criticized for winning with a roster that without LeBron would win 19 games in the 2011 season? I wouldn't want to stay if I was LeBron. There was no love to be found in Cleveland in the 2010 playoffs. The Cavs brought in a 37-year-old Shaq hoping he would be the answer. Spoiler alert, he wasn't. He was the Cavs' second leading scorer, though, against the Celtics in LeBron's last series in his first go-around in Cleveland. LeBron, of course, was the leading scorer. He averaged roughly double the amount of points Shaq did. But because LeBron shot 3 for 14 in a Game 5...
Imagine prom Shaq and Bron. Oh my God. These niggas probably would have won like 4 rings.
Blowout. The narrative of the Celtics series was, did LeBron lose on purpose so that he could leave? People hyper-focused on Game 5. They completely ignored Game 6, which Cleveland...
crazy, man. It wasn't no damn upset. Shut up.
Lost, but in it, LeBron had 27 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists. Not the numbers of someone who did not care, but that's what we heard. LeBron was officially the biggest victim of too much success too early we have ever seen. And after the decision, after leaving the Cavs, he became the NBA's biggest villain. In fact, after going to Miami, he became the 6th most hated athlete in the entire United States. Now, should he have left Cleveland on national television with the decision? Definitely not. But other than that misfire, LeBron came into the NBA with almost impossible expectations to meet. And even though he had $100 million endorsements, even though he was one of the most famous people in the United States at the age of 18, he somehow surpassed those expectations. Year by year, he got better. He became MVP of the league. But year by year, management failed to get him the teammates he needed to actually win a title. And finally, after hearing he was not living up to expectations because he was only winning 60-plus games, only winning MVPs, but not winning titles, LeBron left Cleveland and immediately became one of the most hated athletes in all of America. And it all started with the 25-point game. We should have remembered 25 straight points as one of the most iconic moments of a young career. Instead, it was the beginning of the end of LeBron's first run in Cleveland because it was the start of expectations that no one could match. It was the start of a media smear campaign against LeBron that would only be satisfied if he passed Michael Jordan as the league's GOAT. The fact that LeBron continued on, that he went on to win championships, that he is in the conversation for the GOAT, and that all of this happened around 20 years ago shows us that no matter if you love LeBron or not, there is one thing you certainly have to respect, and that is his relentless, never-ending mental toughness. So there we have it. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did, I really think you're going to like the videos that are on the screen. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You are awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day and cue that music.
WC.
If you're a woman between 20 and 30,
excuse me, that was greatness that we just watched. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe. W2 bro that made that video. And yeah, man. Mike. Yeah, his name is Mike. Mike. I don't wanna be like Mike. but alright, man. Should be fucking man out. Peace.